Is it okay if I move it up? Good evening. Sound check, a little louder. Can you turn it up, Amy? Can you turn it up or no? Can you hear me now? Not yet. Good evening, magnificent middle school parents. Let's take a moment to settle in. Take a deep breath as we transition from your busy day to putting your parent hat on for back to school night. You are in for a treat. We are so excited about our 108th school year. We are off to an amazing start. The energy that your children bring on a daily basis is just absolutely wonderful. And the middle school is humming. Coming back from COVID, we are focusing on reestablishing our culture and climate of the Louisville collegiate community. We want to set our intentions to be the healthiest community in the world for children to grow up. I am certain the culture and climate will have a huge impact on your children's well-being. What does it feel like to be a student at Collegiate? What do we want it to feel like? What is amazing about culture and climate is we all play a role and have a responsibility in the creation of the culture and climate. What will you do to add to the culture and climate? How will you connect with each other in this room, to your child's teacher, to your children's friends' parents? How will you contribute to the culture and climate that puts a student's comprehensive wellness first and foremost? We had a great honor code signing ceremony today to highlight how important it is in the life and the culture of Louisville Collegiate. Ceremonies are a great way to be intentional about amplifying the culture we want to have. Thanks for making the time tonight to come and establish relationships, both with your children's friends' parents and with your children's teachers. We expect that you partner with those teachers to create transformative relationships and real connections and bonds so we can work closely together to help raise your children. Another chance to build on these relationships is a family conference night on September 22nd and 23rd. Lisa will tell you more about that. And now I'd like to turn it over to Lisa Riker. Let's give her a rousing round of applause.
Okay, good evening. So I'm Lisa Riker. I have the great privilege of being the head of the middle school here at Collegiate. It is so awesome to have everybody back on campus. It was way too quiet. June was awesome. I needed that time off. I won't lie. But once we got into the depths of July, I was like, man, we need the students back. So it has been wonderful. So a couple of things about tonight before I introduce a few people. Remember, the goal of this evening is to meet all of your child's teachers and see the classrooms. Like, that is to meet the amazing staff that we have in the middle school. They're just phenomenal. So that is the goal. As Rob alluded to, parent conferences are on September 22nd and 23rd. That is the time for your individual conversations. Tonight is not the time to have a really deep one-on-one conversation with your child's teachers. So just save those questions. Obviously, if it's an emergency or something, like, call me tomorrow, but save those conversations for later in September. Probably towards the end of next week, we will be sending you information about how to sign up for those conferences. You will be able to sign up for individual meetings with any or all of your child's teachers. And so you can actually go through and pick which ones that you want to see. You can sign up for all of them. That's totally fine. And so those conferences are on September 22nd and 23rd. Let's see. There are two important people. Well, there's lots of important people in this room, but specifically related to social emotional sides of life here. We've got way back in the corner, if you two could wave, I've got Kate Edelin. So she is our middle school counselor. And then I have Kayla Bradley. And they are so in sync, they dressed alike. So they are an amazing SEL team. And they are going to be inviting you to Counselor Dean Coffees later this fall. So when you get that invitation, I just wanted you to be able to put a faces with the names of those wonderful folks. And then up in front, running our slideshow, Megan Reynolds. She is, if you have not met or seen Megan yet, she is your all things, she runs the middle school, first of all, but everything to do with your child's attendance, that is Megan. So if you've only spoken to her on the phone or communicated with email, I wanted you to all meet Megan. So we're going to get this party started here because I need you all in class by 6:30. So I'm going to introduce Katie Rupri, who's going to come up and talk about annual fund.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. We are Katie and Paul Rupri, and we are the chairs of this year's annual fund at Collegiate. We have two kids, and this year they're both in the middle school. So they are with you all's kids. Our daughter Marin is in 5th grade, and our son Pearson is in 7th grade. And we are in our 7th year of Collegiate. So it's been an awesome run. Just a little bit about why we agreed to chair this year's annual fund. Why are we doing this? Paul and I have both seen firsthand about all the awesome things that the annual fund contributes to our kids' education. And so we just are super enthused about bringing the rest of the collegiate community along with us. The annual fund at Collegiate makes up the difference between what it costs to provide an actual independent school education and what we all pay in tuition. There's a gap there, and the annual fund fills that gap. So it supports things in the middle school like professional development for our amazing teachers, technology in the classroom, books in the library, even like lunch. If you've been to lunch at Collegiate, you know it's pretty outstanding, as well as our sports team. So that's just some of the things that the annual fund goes to support.
Yeah, and our community has a history of supporting the annual fund quite a bit. So that's faculty, staff, administration. And just today, faculty and staff hit 100% participation, which was amazing. And administration was already at 100% as of like last week. So, everybody's all in. If there's any questions out there, guaranteed everybody's all in. So last year, parent participation was around 84%, which was outstanding. This year, we're looking to surpass that goal. So keep that in mind. And really, it's really about participation. It's not so much about the dollar amount that you give. Any amount helps. But, for those of you who think back and remember, geez, I really liked art class when I was a kid, like sports, I liked outings, all that stuff. This is what that supports. So you'll be hearing more from us around September 15th on the Give for Good Louisville Day. You'll be hearing more about this. And then there's an ambassador or two for each of the grade levels. One of the parents that you already know will be in contact throughout the annual fund process. So for those families who are new to Collegiate, welcome to an awesome community. And for those of you who are pros and have been around for a while, welcome back to school. Let's make it a super awesome year. Yeah.
Okay, Kelly Estep, our Parents Association president, is up next.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, I'm Kelly Estep. This is my second year going into being president of the Parents Association here at Collegiate. I am with my husband, the parents of a senior, Aiden, and a sophomore, Lily, this year. This is our 10th year at Collegiate, and they started in kindergarten and second grade, and we spent 5 wonderful years here in the middle school. So I've been where all of you are now. So just here to welcome you back. Welcome to back to school night. For many of you, you're veterans, but for some of you, it's really wonderful to have you here for the first time. I'm just going to go over some highlights of things that the PA does and what you can expect to hear from us this year. So all parents and guardians of students at Collegiate are automatically members of the Parents Association. There are no dues associated with it. And this basic mission statement that you see here is really what we use to guide all of the activities that we plan and support. Let's see. So the highlights, let's begin with, thank you. Our family support team works with the fabulous admissions office to welcome new families into our community and works throughout the year to create opportunities for parents and students to connect. This is the used uniform sale, the Yubler school supply program, the counselor coffees, which I guess are going to be the counselor and dean coffees this year, which is awesome. Those all fall under that umbrella. In middle school, your wonderful VPs are Jason Coons, who couldn't be here tonight, and Wendy Parrish, who is right there. They organize the grade reps. They meet with Lisa Riker regularly to help coordinate middle school activities and needs. The PA has an equity committee that meets regularly with Dr. Tiffany Bridgewater. She is head of the lower school and director of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We offer parent feedback and perspective on the essential diversity work that she leads here at school. This year, we have also added a wellness chair to meet regularly with Jim McGuire and Dr. McCrae to assist with the wellness initiatives that we're engaged in here as a school community. The Booster Club sells booster passes. You can get yours at a discount to the end of the month today. You might be able to squeeze in tomorrow, I think. And let's see. So you can get to those by visiting the homepage, athletics, and then buy tickets, and you're going to see the season pass listed. Those go to support athletics, arts, and academics here at school. Last year, the funds from Booster Club did so many things, including a sound system for the new turf field, stage decorations for Winterlude, financial assistance to students on the robotics team that went to regionals and worlds, and not to forget, countless pizza and snacks for all of the kids that participate in those activities. So we also have an amazing team on the PA that's responsible for faculty and staff appreciation and support. This really became much more robust during COVID when we really worked hard to make sure our teachers felt our appreciation for the amazing job that they were doing under really difficult circumstances. So we've kept up all of those activities, and every month these volunteers do something different and coordinate large events a few times a year. That's the holiday dessert party in December and Teacher Appreciation Week in May. Awesome. The list of volunteers and their areas can be found on the website under Campus Life, and that's where you'll find the link to Sign Up Genius. All of our events run through this page during the year, and we will send out calls for things that we need as those event dates come closer. But if you'd like to just visit this page and put your name out there ahead of time in an area that interests you, for instance, I want to volunteer at the book fair in November. You can visit this page, and then we'll go ahead and connect you with someone. We also recognize that volunteering looks different for every family. We really strive to provide variety and opportunities for you to find a way to contribute and engage with everyone here at school, the staff, other parents, and our children. Our children know and recognize when we are able to come to events, when we talk with excitement about the things that are going on at school, and we really know that these things contribute to a happy and healthy school environment for our children. So what can you look forward to hearing about in the near future? You're going to get info in the next few weeks about the coffee, the community conversations that we're going to start about wellness initiatives. And this week, you should have gotten an invitation to your grade's parent-only gathering that will take place here on campus. Trust me, as the parent of a senior and a sophomore, I highly recommend you come and spend time with the families of your children's friends. It gets a little tougher when you get to upper school and they're making all of their own plans and you don't really know what's going on. It's great to have those relationships with parents already in place. So my last item of business here is a plug for the other small and important ways that you can support the PA. Connect Collegiate with your Kroger Guard and your Amazon Smile account. And this is also where I want to encourage everyone, please, to take an evening or an afternoon and sign up to work the gate or concessions at an athletic event. Our athletic department, specifically Paul and Megan, work really hard to make athletics a positive experience here for our kids. When there are no volunteers, those responsibilities do fall to them. And really, their attention is needed in other capacities during the events. So we have some fun prizes that we're going to raffle off with all of the volunteers for each season this year. So really take a moment and volunteer when you can. Just a reminder, please reach out to us. Reach out to Wendy and Jason, your grade VP, me personally. We really love to hear from you. If you just have feedback, you see something or you know of something that you really want to see us doing here at school, we want to hear from you because really this school belongs to all of us. So thank you and have a great night.
Okay, we're about ready to head to classes. I do have just an advertising save the date for grandparents or special friends of your children. We will indeed be hosting grandparents that Friday before we have Thanksgiving break. So that morning, we have a noon dismissal that day, but we are inviting grandparents to campus on November 18th. So this evening, have not yet picked up your child's schedule. I see many of you have it, but all of the schedules for the evening are on the tables over there where Kate is standing. And so you can grab that if you haven't yet. 5th grade, you are all starting in the Fraser Gym this evening, which is right across the hall. Everyone else, we can head out the doors by the snack bar to head over to the middle school. We have student helpers over there ready to assist. If you cannot find BAC 223, they'll be able to help you do that. So, but MS in front of the room number, that's in the middle school. BAC, that's in the Brown Arts Center. And LC is any room in the Learning Commons building that's attached to the library. So it's to give you a little bit of a cheat sheet there for that. So thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful evening. Really enjoy what you're seeing. Thank you so much.